It's a jolly good Monday morning once again. Moro Moro. Welcome to the Morning Mix. I'm joined here by none other than Omich.
Marisa moro Marisa.
Negia Mariske.
En je kaisi
Ayo. Aroba mabayhache.
Eti ne de tsera udega mawa vansa man.
Yeah.
De tsera ngisi agaya.
Nisi. Good morning, everybody. It's welcome to the Morning Mix. Hey, Shines, what's up?
So you're about to memorize this studio, so I stepped in to just put some order.
Memorize, yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, so you come and Americanize it or what?
Sounds more better because everybody can understand and hear.
No.
Out loud and clear.
Everybody
Understands Tamara.
Matisa almost. You are jeopardizing my UBT.
Moro never. Hoe laat moet ek my stuk van die kudu kom kry? My broer, I wish I had a piece of that kudu myself. Yeah. Everybody's been bugging me the whole weekend about that kudu. But unfortunately, guys, I'm telling you, I've realized the speed at which a vehicle travels.
Right.
And the impact that it can create if it hits something. You must have seen the video of the kudu. I don't know if you
saw.
I haven't seen it.
You saw it.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Was that a fortunate one?
Yeah, it was a fortunate.
Oh.
And I just arrived on the scene freshly. I mean, this thing happened like exactly probably a minute or two just before I arrived on the scene. And so this kudu, the car was driving this way.
Mm-hmm.
The kudu ran from its side.
Mm-hmm.
So the kudu saw the car and tried to jump
over it.
over the car. But the speed of this vehicle was, I can't speculate at what speed the guy was traveling.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, as the kudu jumped over the car, its left foot got caught by the front shield window of the car.
On the left side, yeah.
Yeah, and it ripped off the whole left leg of the kudu, and the left leg of the kudu was stuck inside the car, and the kudu lay there, so on the side of the road, alive. So, but you could clearly see.
So that's how it happened. Because I was wondering, the kudu was alive, and when you're looking at the impact on the car, it's like the whole windscreen is like completely destroyed.
Yeah.
But it's only on the left side, like just there by the left corner.
Yeah.
And I was like, there wasn't really much damage at the, at the front here. It's just there. But I was like, how did this happen?
Yeah. It's just its left leg got stuck inside the car, and it ripped the whole leg and part of its stomach off completely.
That guy is very lucky.
He's very lucky.
He's very lucky.
And luckily there was not a passenger on the left hand side, a front passenger, because the passenger could have been severely injured.
Really injured.
Yeah. So I did ask a guy who came there on the scene, because you can see the kudu is in distress. Skiet net die ding, man, because this kudu will not be moving from here.
Yeah.
So so he shot the kudu like once through the head.
The guy came with a gun.
Yeah, I mean it's a guy that's mense wat
gun head,
unlike us, who has a pistol, because I was like asking, is there anybody here with a pistol? Oh, yeah, you saw. Say, okay, please just shoot this thing through the head because it's suffering. So he shot the kudu once through the head. The kudu was just like, it's a skit.
But so and who took the
meat,
the carcass?
It's none of your business.
No, look, I'm just asking because
Wie die vlees gevangen? Waar is die vlees als evidence for the Namibian police?
You are getting very personal now.
Where did it happen? If you maybe can just give us more details.
No, it was on the Elisheim road.
Right.
That inside road as you drive to Elisheim.
Right.
Yeah. So no, I think the police came. No, Shines, to answer you as to what happened to the meat. The police came there on the scene. As I left, so I don't know what's the procedure normally. It's probably Yeah. Chances are the police took it. I can't tell you what the police did with the kudu.
You see,
Never. Just say Gillette had deal.
the right,
You guys,
the right word is said the authorities took custody of
Yes.
the kudu's carcass.
Where for Natalie Orange? Die vlees is by Swapo se kantoor. Kom ek lees gou 'n paar comments. Jonathan Kingdom minister. Woo! Hierdie minister goed in, hè? Is it minister in the kingdom minister? So you are religious. I want to talk to you religious people today.
Never. I think your mic is speaking. We can reduce some velocity a little bit.
Huh?
Your mic. I
Oh.
feel like it's speaking. Yeah.
What? Is it too much?
Yeah. It was.
Okay.
I could hear. When
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
No, I can hear.
anybody have a problem with my mic?
No, it's not a problem. Just that I feel like maybe just a little bit too loud, especially when you get
okay.
close, and then it peaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, my shines. Woo, Vanessa Kuipe.
Good morning, Vanessa. How you doing?
And John, this seat is like this seat is the hot seat, like the hot boy seat. Because guys that sit here always get the
Yeah.
greetings.
I don't think it's about a seat, Mish.
That's the
'Cause
seat.
I promise you and I can switch.
Then it will have the same effect.
Yeah. So
Abba.
come on, explain it now.
Jonathan Kingdom Minister, I need to appear on the show. Laje Vatkoma to come and say what? What will your contribution be to the show? Tell us what you want to come and talk about. Huh?
Eso tú a comprar.
No. It's a kingdom minister. He wants to come and tell us why these religious leaders are impregnating, our young children in society. Juva fine, Shimi Simon. Okay, Mitch. Jy slurp in die mic.
Oh, it's Nama way of drinking.
Nee,
It's just a Nama thing. Every Nama does it.
Did you hear that, child? Dan maak jy nog so agter.
I was trying to ignore it like nothing really happened. But it
No,
was
but
bothering me at the back of my mind.
what's wrong with it, Shine?
the
What's wrong
sound.
with it?
It's just that sound.
No. But you guys from Omithi also, if you eat something you don't, we don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, but-
it's just a thing, man.
Natalie Coffee is on leave today. He's on leave today, but he will be back tomorrow. It's nice to ask. It's nice of you guys to ask where Coffee is. It shows that there is definitely strong support
Yeah.
vir hy dates er is. Goed so. Good morning everyone. Have a
Nee, maar-
blast of a day. Wag, ek is gou besig om die comments te lees. There is Masha, Mohausi Bolly. Good morning. But why is Shines in the German men's seat? Ja, jy sal hoor vandag. Morning you all and special
'Cause I'm
good
an
morning to
international
Shines, my guy. Have a blessed day, Shines.
Thank you
Kisses
so
and
much.
hugs. That's from Estomich. But why do the Burkis drive like that on that small road? Just later ahead on happened on the same. Yeah, that's true. There was a head-on collision. I believe the Saturday night. I understand. Where are the listening guys rushing to? We are rushing home from our Mavutus. Lucia Chivede, never just send me also from Kudu meat alone. Please, this is meat. You can only get a message like that from a hero. Good morning, Namibian, Fran Chipena. I felt sorry for that kudu. I was thinking, how will a handicapped kudu survive in the nature? Of course not. They are leopards. You become food. That kudu would either become leopard food or human food. But now I think it's biltong. Vanessa Williams, lost for Shines 8. Yeah. Morning to Shines only Ethel Koningsdochter. Uncle Neville has a thigh in the cool room. Hope. The fact that people play Need for Speed on that road is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The authorities took custody of the carcass. Most probably they had a lekker spitbraai. Ek soek hom nie. Mense wat daar sit met 'n swart hemp aan het. Hey, yeah, Shines.
What's happening? What's going
Yeah,
on?
they don't want you here.
Who's
show
that?
them
You don't
show them your
have-
T-shirt.
You don't have
He has a white
black-
one on.
a black shirt on.
The irony. The white
No,
guy has
that's-
a black one on, and the
that's-
black guy has a white
yeah.
one on.
You know, I mean, you can't be black and still wear black. That's racist. You must mix colors. Switch things up, but just a little bit.
Mohau, it
So you
was
call it
not
human race.
necessary. There are a lot of kudus. It was his time to meet his savior. Woo, stop using the title. Just say the pastor's name. He did it alone. Yeah.
What did the pastor did it?
Nee, wag, ons sal daar
Oh, we
kom.
came in there.
No, we are not impregnating anyone. So, that has become a lifeline for many Namibians. What the hell is going on?
It's happening.
Dante, Ilovo, yeah, we can discuss that. You guys misinterpret things. How do we misinterpret things? Ons wil hoor Jonathan Kingdom. Good morning, Mitch from Monique. Blah, blah, blah. Please leave the people of God alone. What have we really done? Aha! Hey! That's not. I see there's a nice fight coming. Keep it right there.
The violence.
Yeah, there's violence coming. Water support. It is only 2 girls asking for him. They drink and drive. Good morning, MMC. And rest in peace, January. Yes, thank you, Mutondeje. Vanessa Koibe sê hy is klaar swart. Hy het nie 'n swart hemp nodig nie. Shines, you are already black. You don't need a black shirt.
Exactly my point. Who's that?
It's Vanessa.
You're smart.
Yeah. Ra, Shines.
That
But
was
who's-
good morning.
Who is this Maria?
Maria Aziz.
Oh.
Maria is the de facto of Maria.
Yeah, but I know her. It's not Tuva.
No, it's not Tuva.
I actually thought the first time I saw her comment, I was like, yo, this is to her. I was like,
No,
yo,
no.
Mary, I miss yo.
By the way, I spoke to Tuva yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you guys talk about?
None of business.
Oh, okay. None of your business.
None of business.
Okay. Willem Amukwaya vra môre Jens, wie is daai chak met die coat? Ek kry warm vir sy part. Chak, J met die coat.
Now, who is that Mavutu asking?
No, it's a guy.
It doesn't matter because that's a question that's normally asked by women. That's what I'm just saying.
Shines is a real R&B
Jonathan
star.
Kingdom Minister, where are you? I'm coming to that studio. You can ask me any questions. Kyk Jonathan, jou pastorskap sal reg op die show werk nie. Hier bomgaai ons mense pastoor goed ook.
Oh, the violence. The violence. Don't comment again, Jonathan. Leave it. It's not for us. Oh my God, man.
Luister Mitch, since Kofi is not here this morning, let's discuss a few news items, and we can obviously discuss it amongst ourselves. We're gonna do it a little bit different. So
Nah, he might just read the news, man.
yeah. So read the news. And
Okay, let us win. Coffee is nothing on me.
okay, he's
Come.
got nothing on you.
Press that current thing.
The current thing.
Just coffee. This is Informante Live, and these are our top stories. Kenkop unveils King Nala Warriors Memorial. Entering the Etosha National Park is ordinarily limited to local and foreign tourists and people in the nature conservation and hospitality sector. That was not the case Saturday. This time, top political, traditional, and religious leaders, as well as interested members of the community, entered Etosha for a solemn event, namely the unveiling of the new and dignified memorial monument for the Ndonga warriors who a century ago died fighting against the occupation of German soldiers at the Namutoni, originally known as Amutune Iamongene. Oh, Amutune Iamongene. Did I read it right? Amutune Iamongene. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's your thing. Did I read it right? Okay.
What do you mean it's his thing?
Oh, it's Oshivambi.
Oh, so it's his thing.
Yeah.
Is it not a Namibian thing?
No, it's his thing. So the MR, in other news, the MR 11.
Wait. Let's quickly discuss that.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so on Saturday or over the weekend, we had the Shines. Did you, by any chance, had the opportunity to go up there?
No, I did not.
Is it?
But we had our senior reporter Placido was there.
Wom Kribo.
Placido, yeah, Kribos was also there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Placido is one of our northern, correspondent. He was there, and yeah, there are really good reports on our Facebook page about that event. So according to the videos that were sent to the group and many other pictures that were circulating on social media and other WhatsApp groups, it seemed like it was really, 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 a well-attended event with a lot of authorities, showed up. The president was there, of course. He had a keynote address. Many other authorities were there, so it was really one of the most highly celebrated event of the year. That's far. I mean, given that this is only January.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good event. I wish I had attended actually. Yeah, I saw some cultural performances too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really.
They made a
beautiful.
video. It's like a whole video out.
Hmm?
Is there a whole video out on the whole event?
Yeah, news clips of video that were circulating on social media, people's status. Just
Yeah.
really a good event. Like it was a huge event.
Yeah.
It was really huge, well attended. But of course, I checked they were still adhering to the COVID-19 protocols. I was made to understand that there were less than 200 people, I believe.
Less than 200 people
Yeah,
that attended this event.
yeah. Just because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When it comes to the Ndonga tribe, I mean, I am very partisanly in favor of the Ndonga tribe, because the Ndonga tribe is the one tribe that assisted the Ovahereros when the Ovahereros were fighting the Germans during the Germans and the Namas during the siege in 1904. And I had a few discussions when I was at King Philemon Nangolo's at his homestead a few months ago, and when we basically recounted, the history, the Namibian history, it was so cool to sit and listen to his account of how the Ndonga tribe assisted the
yeah.
Ovaherero and the Namas during that genocide.
Just come to think of, I didn't even know they assisted.
No.
I didn't know.
When it comes to the Ndongas, you, the Namas, julle moet die Ndongas op die bors vat. They fought side by side with the Namas and the Ovaherero.
I mean, that's even the reason why we had that event yesterday, because you see, in 1904, that's when King Nehari Jambigano actually sort of like deployed a few of his senior
warriors
troops who actually went to meet the German intruders that were trying to take after of that whole area.
Namutoni.
Yeah, Namtoni, which actually resided in like really a whole
battle.
massacre. Yeah, it was a battle. Yeah, and of course, a lot of lives were lost. But that does not mean that they were defeated. So, which I strongly believe, the notion of the Ovambos did not assist the Herero and the Namas in the German fights.
What are you shining?
Should actually
yeah.
Ovambo.
I know you're Vambo.
Listen
The rest
what he
doesn't
wanted
matter.
to say now. Listen what he wanted to say now.
No, what I'm saying is,
yes, if the Vambus didn't help and assist the Hereros.
I was just correcting you, say because there were many people that are actually not aware.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so which makes you're probably 1 million of them in Namibia that they are not aware that Namibians fought collectively actually against the Germans.
Okay. So
I wasn't aware. So I know.
Shines is not at liberty as to which sub-tribe of the Ovambo tribe he is from. So we will leave it at that. Okay?
Because I'm both, Neville.
Then you can just say that you are both.
Oh yeah, I'm both.
Shines will always become technical with you.
Why are you pulling punches?
I'm not pulling. I'm just that I'm not used to being asked that question.
Is it?
It's very new. It's rare. It sounds strange.
It's
I don't know
strange.
how to handle it. It's
Okay.
like a
Okay,
lightning.
that's not.
Kom ons bly net na.
Kom ek gaan verby.
Okay, onthou net nee, jou jam is soet op die oomblik.
Yes, all right.
Because you are effing up the news reading at the moment.
Listen.
And the people are very
Het is een
clear.
maandag, nee.
Ah.
Het is een maandag
Nee.
en ik kan niet zo vinnig lezen zoals Calvin nie. En zo kom ik voor Shines gezet. Shines leest in nieuws.
Of moet ik lezen?
Ja, geef voor Shines.
Nee, kom
Shines.
eens
I did
lezen.
not prepare.
girls,
I did not
Aziz.
prepare this news.
Come
Just
and
wait, just
Maybe
wait.
Aziz wil dat,
I
wanneer Shines
I
moet
want
dat
you to
lezen.
learn, man. You know.
Yeah. MR 118 road closed as Orange River levels rise. Due to the rising levels of the Orange River between Roshpina and Oranjemund has been closed with immediate effect as a precautionary measure, the Roads Authority announced. Access on this road will be provided to emergency services vehicles only. Road users are advised to use the Oranjemund-Lüderitz route in the interim, but this road will be open to the public between 6 and 3 this afternoon only. Motorists are requested to plan their journeys accordingly, exercise extreme caution when traveling on this route, and strictly adhere to the road signs. Yeah, guys, I guess the water levels at this moment is increasing. We believe that the rain will be raining so much
The
heavily,
rain will be raining.
so much heavily.
That sounds inappropriate, but we
Yeah.
can keep it.
Shines, Shines.
It's in tribute to Tate Usko here.
Guys, leave my uncle alone.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't like you guys, man.
Oh.
Hate y'all.
Yeah.
Shines.
Haters.
So it's the rain that we're experiencing. Obviously, it's very welcoming throughout the country.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of rain, actually, I would love to, you know, just what we're talking about rain, I would love to actually encourage everybody who is watching right now to, wherever you are when you guys are receiving some rain, you know, perhaps you can share the videos with us on either on our email or via our WhatsApp number, which I'm going to say right now, which is 0811 22 5064. 0811 22 5064. You can share the videos with us, or any type of news videos that you have, you can share with us, so that we can actually, you know, work together, guys, and see how we can inform the whole nation or the whole world at large. I mean, we have nearly 1 million followers on Facebook,
yeah.
that are
Cool,
from all over the world. And yeah, I mean, we actually, I think I would like to thank our Rundu readers. They shared some really news videos with us this weekend, because Rundu, specifically Nkurenkuru,
Kurenkuru.
yeah, received some really good rain over the weekend since Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And yeah, they shared some news videos with us. Maybe just to also recap on what happened over the weekend, just here on Osea Kutaga, there was another freaky accident actually that happened. And again, it was a Fortuner. We also reported on it, where is the driver, it was only 2 occupants in a car. You know, I think, I don't know what happened, but the officials are suspecting that could be a tire burst. So this car lost control. Then it flipped over. It passed between a tree and a boundary wall. It's like little space shortly before it collided into the wall. Then it smashed the wall out, and then it landed on its side. If you guys go on our Facebook page and watch the video of Saturday,
Yeah.
it was terrible, man. I was just driving by.
Any casualties?
They survived, you know, with really serious injuries,
Okay.
and they were rushed to the Karatura hospital. Only the 2 of them. But when you look at the car, when I came there, I thought it was like a little mini 7-seater, because it doesn't look like a Fortuner anymore until I saw the logo had written Fortuner. So I think we should just drive carefully, guys. You know, the road is quite slippery. If anything happens, you are likely to lose control. Of course, you know, the car will slide on its own, and I think that's basically what happened there.
They call the Fortuner the Boere ML. That's what they call it. Yeah. Namcor reaches 82% vaccination status. The National Petroleum Corporation of Namibia, NAMCOR, recently announced that it has reached an overall vaccination status of 82% for the entire company. The company stated that the vaccination status is a result of their relentless efforts to curb the spread of COVID-19. These efforts include offering employees off days to get vaccinated, hosting mobile clinics, conducting medical workshops internally, and conducting a Vax and Win competition. The company also instructed unvaccinated employees to present negative COVID-19 tests on a weekly basis or to get vaccinated. This initiative garnered some criticism in the past, as some considered it to be an infringement on human rights. However, according to NAMCOR, these interventions ensured the provision of a safe and secure working environment for all its staff and stakeholders. Your Trustco share price today, January, is at $1.15 per share. The Informante Live. And these are our top stories. You can find more on our website, which is informante.web.na.
Informante News. Informante News. Informante
Wat?
News. Firm but fair.
Nu die man uitgegaan.
Ja, Shines het eers 'n draai geloop. Let me quickly read some comments. Julle is besig nee. Stefanus James Ananias. Mitch het skaars 'n paragraaf gelees. Toe check Neville die stompie kan nie lees nie.
Het is 'n maandag, los
Wat
niet.
'n maandag. DUI Mitch sukkel met die nuus. Jy kan keisep. Mutumba, didn't Mitch get the new script early enough to rehearse? Okay, Neville, as Koffie nie daar is nie, lees jy die nuus
Dat is letterlijk.
nooit weer Mitch nie.
Ik kan naar handskrif hoor. Dat is
Ja,
letterlijk.
jy kan die handskrif hoor, nee. Shines, dis nou Vossie Alana Greenwood. Julle hou van alles wamboenais. The reparations geld is vir Namas en Heros. Maria Aziz is starting to have a headache. Shines, do you speak Wambo Ano? That's Dante Ilovo. Jonathan, okay, yes, Jonathan just provided us with his cell number there. Yeah, Maria, we obviously do things a little bit different today, okay? So I hope your headache will not last for too long. Okay. Ja, die nuus is klaar, Masha Limasha. Okay, die flip in die hel. Ons moet hy Duitser terugbring, né? Ja. Yeah, guys, yeah, let's continue with some of our news items. So what's the guy's name here? Let it go. Jonathan Kingdom Minister.
Yeah. Didn't he say he's coming through to the studio?
We would love for him to come through to
Yeah,
the studio.
kom net deur.
Did you guys discuss this issue of the prophet that impregnated ashes and then dumped them?
I actually just saw the front page
Okay.
thing. I didn't read, probably just.
Okay. So, and it was basically reported on Friday that two ushers who are cousins dragged their prophet to the Mbunza Traditional Authority after the man of the cloth allegedly impregnated both of them. A self-proclaimed prophet from Rundu on Tuesday appeared before the Mbunza Traditional Authority chief Alphonse Kaundu after he allegedly impregnated two ushers from his church. The two women are cousins, approached the Traditional Authority after continuously experiencing complications with their pregnancies, suspecting that the prophet was haunting them spiritually. Okay? The complications include stomach bloating and constipations.
Amen.
They told Chief Kaundu. Sebardius Muronga, known to his followers as Papa, this Papa name with these guys, ne, is
Zaddy.
now a
Zaddy.
subject of the Traditional Authority, while the Namibian police has been roped in over paternity issues as he is allegedly denying he fathered the unborn babies. Okay? A quick recap on this. Okay? I'll just quickly just give my honest opinion here. I obviously don't generalize here, but you do have a situation where the man of the cloth, and it could be in any church,
Mm.
and it's not just about the what do you call it, these set of man Punkster.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Hannah Club.
Yeah,
Hannah Club. Fly by night.
it's not just the the Punkster pastors that seems to abuse their powers when it comes to their congregation. We've seen over the last 400-500 years this has been happening in churches all over the world. Whether it's in the Catholic Church, what has happened, not
Yeah.
allegedly,
Yeah.
it has been confirmed that these things has been
Allegedly,
happening.
no states.
No, it's not allegedly. It has been proven that the Catholic Church has paid families millions of dollars, hush money, or confirmation as to the atrocities that they've committed against children,
Boys.
especially boys,
Mhm.
in the Catholic Church at these parishes. Okay, and then again, a new scenario that we have is with these Pentecostal churches, especially when guys like these are called Papa.
Mm.
You hear a lot of these abuses of power happening in these churches. Your comments, guys.
Yeah. For me, I don't understand. The number one rule is you don't sleep with your friends.
Okay, let's be serious.
I'm saying, even as an artist, you don't sleep with your friend.
Yeah.
Just like the pastors, you do not engage in, like, jy kan nie met jou congregation members lappie. It will come out soon.
But is it a question of coming out soon, or is it a principal issue?
I don't think it's for me. It's more about, like, why would you want to put yourself in that situation while you know you should have a certain standard and uplift to a certain standard? It's gonna come out and you are gonna fall. You are actually putting together your fall already. Jy maak dit net by mekaar for you. You're digging your own grave with all these things because you are gonna be, even if the woman comes onto you or you come onto the woman, it
You
is
have a
just gonna be at the
responsibility.
end of the day. It's you have to be the more responsible. You're gonna be held accountable even if you love the woman or whatsoever. So don't do it.
For me, I just feel like when you sleep with women under false pretense, that's rape. Because when
Huh?
you
Excuse me?
Get months.
Say
rape.
again.
It's rape.
What is rape?
When you sleep with women under false pretense,
So
What is false
when
pretense?
it's, let's say for example,
I want to hear this one.
do you know, like,
let's say for example, right, you were sleeping with someone, saying that through sleeping with them comes something of substance. You're sleeping with someone and say, if I sleep with you, you get healed of a certain disease. If I sleep with you, you will get blessings. I think for me that is sort of in the same nature as a witch doctor sleeping with women, saying that if I sleep with you, and through this process, through this penetration process, you will get healed of the disease that you have. In the same, I can interpret that as such that, because a lot of these pastors are sleeping with these women, so they sort of like brainwash these women because they know how much power they have to coerce these people in a sense that, look, I know you suffer and you've got these problems. You're going through
so
it.
it's not false pretense. It's just abuse of power.
So what is rape?
No, what makes it rape now? That's what I want to know.
What makes it rape is because, you see, there is a provision in law that if you sleep with someone, you made them understand that the reason why they are sleeping with you is because there is something that comes after.
Okay, my question to you is,
Yeah.
for as much as this is wrong, okay, what this pastor is doing,
Right.
if my wife goes to Papa, my wife is a 43-year-old woman
Right.
of sound mind, okay, and Papa convinces her that the only way to fix you and Neville's marriage is if you sleep with me.
Right. That's rape.
How can that be rape?
Because her consent.
No, man, I don't agree with you.
Guys,
I don't.
guys.
So a woman wearing makeup and sleeping with me is rape.
Guys,
No,
guys,
Shites.
guys.
No, so if a woman wears makeup and
Neville.
sleeps with me and she
Neville.
has the week and that's false
Neville.
pretense.
Neville,
No, man.
Neville, let me tell you
Let's not
something.
Even, I would not even go.
Yeah, but does it sound like them?
Nah,
Guys, I can
you
Google
guys are
that. I
confusing
can
issues.
Google that provision of the law for you. Look, what
I
happens?
just don't agree with that.
What happens is that you see, they say her consent,
Yes.
right, was given
Yes.
to her getting healed, but not to her having sexual pleasure. That's where it becomes rape.
The way I understand rape.
It's not how you understand it, but it's how it
Shites.
is.
Can I explain?
Yes.
Okay.
Explain.
Okay. Can you finish talking? Then I'll talk.
So what basically happens is that, look, if you convince someone and say, look, I'm gonna sleep with you right now, okay, and you came there, you are looking for you are seeking a remedy, you are seeking assistance in a sense that you want your marriage to be fixed, okay, and this man authoritatively convinced you that we can only fix this marriage through sexual intercourse, and then the woman fell for it.
Okay.
The authority will come and say, hey, listen, this woman only granted you consent to her marriage being fixed, but not to the sexual pleasure.
Okay.
I'm still
whatever.
confused, man.
Anyway, the way I
Vamos
see.
los net daarvan.
No.
I was just trying to advocate you guys in case you might end up in the same situation. You get into custody. That's
No,
the point.
man.
Listen.
I'm telling you, it's being like
Listen.
it's true.
Listen.
Yeah.
How I understand rape. Okay. Example. Any woman that is of an age that she does not have any consent, underage, first and foremost, whether she says yes, that is rape. Okay? If you sleep with an underage woman, even with a so-called consent, it's rape, in my view. Okay? If my wife, Mevrouw, goes to Papa, okay, and she confides into Papa, irrespective of what Papa is saying, and she sleeps with Papa, wait, in my view, that is not rape. Okay? The only thing that I accuse him of, or in this case, if these women are of consenting age, is the fact that this is an abuse of power.
Yeah.
You cannot prosecute this man under the court of law if he coerced a woman to sleep with him if it's a consenting woman. This is how I see it.
Look, the only
Wacht
problem.
net gauw. You wanted to say something?
No, he's Googling. He's still
Googling.
Okay, look, I'm just saying, this is a way of us always not holding women accountable. Like what Shanks is now doing. That's just like, okay, anything that a man does to the woman, as die man se fout, ons wil daar net nie accountable hou dat dit 'n groot persoon is. This is an adult. And you are telling me that I must tell you if you eat this snake, this type of disease will go. And I believe that as an adult. I'm 40 years old or 30. And a guy that has bodyguards but gives me anointing oil for protection, but he has bodyguards. That type of man tells me I'm going to be cured of this type of disease if he sleeps with me. And as an adult, 40 years old, and I believe that.
Even with his grandmother, Paul? What now?
Because you see, because you took advantage.
Kom ek
No,
lees net gou
man.
'n paar comments. Kom ek lees gou 'n paar comments. How can I make money from home besides trading housewife vibes, looking better? This is now what Maria Aziz is saying. Stephanus James Ananias, replace the sway bar with aftermarket ones.
There's a comment vir Ricard wat
Okay.
oorgeval het.
Natalie Orange says, kyk, ons kerk se pastoor is oud en hulle bring die woord van God. Nou die jong wannabe pastor word papa genoem en so eet papa die ander vrouens. Some of the church leaders are wolves in sheep clothes or sheep skin. This is what Mutumba is saying. I won't comment, says Maria Aziz. God will deal with them. You can't play with the big boss like that. Jonathan Kingdom Minister says, yes, you're smart. Not single out any church. You are generalizing it well. Jonathan, you know what? I think it's important that we all need to look at things objectively. And as I say, it's not just one church, but it's all across the board.
Yeah.
Shines, I have surrogate mom for you. Ask your body Hage if your baby will enter Namibia or it's a no-go. This is what Estomich is saying to you.
Well, I'll make a plan. I'll speak to my mom.
Okay.
As a moi mom that is.
Kandra Cabanello, good morning team. Hope the weekend was blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kialeboch. Jonathan Kingdom Minister says, people profess whom they not. You need to be you. You say you to take responsibility. Jürgen Geisep says, yo, Mitch and his pronunciations. I almost fell off my chair when he said dig.
Jürgen Geisep. He just wanted to hear that.
Honestly, this is the only way that some of these men feel a sense of power and leadership. It's very sad how weak men have become. Dante Ilovo, good point. The same way teachers don't sleep with learners, right? Exactly, Stephanus James. Shines, some touch private parts of women to bless them, but haven't seen them touching men. So the man doesn't need healing. This is what Estomich is saying. We are sharing information here. We are educating each other here, Mutumba. Neville, dan het sy gecheat. Sy het gecheat. In my view, Teshon, there needs to be accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah, we are arguing with Proclear. We are arguing with Proclear, Natalie. But never the consent base is a misrepresentation.
Exactly.
The woman might consent thinking that she will be healed.
Exactly.
However,
Who's that? That's exactly my point.
However, the papa is doing it to satisfy his own need. This is what Jagan Gaisep is saying.
Yep.
Okay, who believe in that healing? Only gynecologists can heal or doctors. This is what Estomich is saying. Okay, continue, Shines.
I don't know. I was just you know.
Okay.
But yeah, in closing on this topic,
let's just close this topic.
I do feel that there needs to be as much as Papa is wrong. Okay, if Papa is wrong, Papa should not stand on a pulpit ever again. Okay, he must not. And it's one of the things that I like about what Paul Kagame has done in Rwanda.
Closing down churches.
He closed down churches and made it very clear, if you didn't go to a
certain degree,
you must have a degree in religious studies. If you don't have it, jy sal nie kerk begin hierso nie. Okay? And for that, I am very, very grateful.
Do you think we should also apply it here?
Yeah, I think we should. We all should. We all should. Yeah, we also need to apply. We also need to apply. We also need to apply it here.
But the difference here is some churches believe that pastors are chosen from their spiritual maturity. And that's who is like, it's not the people that should ordain pastors. It should be the Spirit of God. So your congregation is to dream that you are a pastor.
Oh, so who will be these congregation members who will now come and say, Papa is going to be our Papa now?
Yeah, like probably Shines is the pastor now.
Yeah.
And now probably 70% of the dreams that they go hand in what says, it's you. That's the rules in some churches. So it's just like that.
Read for me, just pass on. The second paragraph, don't touch it. Where you say the misrepresentation of a medical doctor. It starts with two various something like that. Just
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Okay.
Is
Two variations on the fraudulent medical treatment archetype aptly illustrate the distinction. Suppose a doctor obtains sexual intercourse with a patient by fraudulently representing that penetration will serve a medical purpose. In one variation where the victim is unaware of the intercourse, perhaps believing penetration to be a medical instrument, the fraud is in the factum. In the other, where the victim is aware of the intercourse, believing the intercourse itself to be a medical benefit, the fraud is in the inducement.
All right. Let's end there.
Courts have traditionally found only the first type of fraud, fraud in the factum, to support rape liability. Okay? Now I hear what you say.
All right.
I hear what you
but
say.
that's a doctor.
Yeah.
That's a doctor. We're
Look-
talking about a medical treatment.
What we're talking
That's
about
a
is-
doctor.
Look, the key word is misrepresentation. That's the key word. Even you just yourself, if you misrepresent yourself,
Like how?
you say, hey, listen, come here, through sexual intercourse, there comes a benefit.
Yeah, like if I say, okay, I'm Mitch, I'm a millionaire, and if you sleep with me, I will pay your rent.
Well,
Does that say
that could be interpreted in a different way. It's still fraudulent and misrepresent. It could just be a mere, an offense of.
But
of-
could you be charged criminally
See?
for that?
And that's why I asked.
that one, I don't think that one will really account to rape.
but
but-
that's what I'm saying.
That's
know,
what we
but-
basically
but
saying.
What we're talking about here, we're talking about pastors that say you will get healed. That's where my argument came in.
We don't know what's the crux of this specific
No.
case yet.
Look, I'm not talking about this
Okay, we're
specific
just
one. I was
generalizing
just
now,
because you see, this had actually become more like a common practice in a lot of churches.
Yeah.
It's
Where
the-
women actually, I'll pray for you. I'll fix your marriage.
No, you're right.
You're gonna have kids after
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Such things. This is what I was giving a little bit of
Yeah.
just more clarity on
Yeah.
things that we actually do, but we don't really
Yeah,
know.
but
the effects.
Shines, I must say, and what the essence of also when we are debating on something is when somebody makes a good point, I need to acknowledge it. And exactly what you read there makes a lot of sense. Okay, it is if I do understand it in the way that you explain it now and how I see it, it is obviously the the level of coercion, the emotional coercion that you get somebody into is a bit of a problem. But I'm just not too sure if somebody can be, in all cases, be held criminally accountable for that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think it's in all cases.
I understand.
Of course, the proportionality has to be, of course, waived, I believe, and to some extent, coercion is really is an offense because you manipulated these individuals. You sort of like you play with their mind, and everything happens to the mind of the human being. When the human being's mind has been controlled by certain factors, whether it's external or internal factors, they are more likely to be, they are. I wouldn't really say they are more like they are incapacitated, but it's more like they are
And what?
they are vulnerable.
In caps what?
Never mind.
Incapacitated. Is that what you wanted to say?
No.
Then what word was that? Incapacitated.
Okay, let
I'm
me just
asking.
continue with a point.
No. I don't know what you
Before I forget my point.
Die wil die man het lang gepraat.
Before I forget my point. So what I'm trying to say here is that, when a human mind is controlled by certain factors, whether it is external or internal factors, it's sort of like it becomes, how do I even, like I'm looking for a word, but I can't find it. Like you were sort of like, you're not really fit, to
Like
make
mentally
your
fit.
own informed decisions as to
Decision.
what you want, because you are being controlled.
Yeah.
For you, you are desperate. You know, you want, and it's more the same as statutory rape.
Yeah. Look, so I think 3 years back in Ochumise, a woman was told by the pastor, it was even in the news, that she must hand the house over to God wants her to.
I remember that.
You remember? Legally, that pastor owned that house, and he wanted the lady and her children out of that house, and the police came and took them out. So,
But a man says he's not married while he's married. That false pretense.
sin. So what do you say? That is fraud, right? Isn't that fraud? But down legally, this lady has to leave her house
Yeah.
because she legally signed over the house
I
to
am-
the pastor.
I am, guys.
So
God-
so
God-
you're saying that a woman was fraudulent in the sense that she left the home, or what you're saying?
No. The pastor told her that God wants her to give him his house so that he can. I think it was.
Mitch, jy moet ook reg Engels praat. Let me explain. The pastor give him.
I'm saying the same thing.
No, you say the pastor want to give him his house. Nee man, fuck. The pastor convinced the woman, sell your house to me, and God will bless you. So she believed him.
You see,
And
all of
so
those.
she sold the house. The title deed, she signed over the title deed to the guy, to the pastor. And then when she opened her eyes and when she saw, like he says, what has happened, toe was sy gaan kla. Now the house is legally
The
in the
pastor's.
pastor's name.
Right.
It's a problem.
So is that fraud?
You see,
You,
Is that fraud now?
you're
like what they say, there's no crime without a law. You know, firstly, there has to be a law that you must violate in order for you to commit a crime. Now, some of these things are morally wrong, but even though there's no law that sort of like incriminate what you have done, it can, at some point, it can be literally and closely linked to available laws that, you see, in order for that,
I need
for
to
a
read comments
solution,
after
you
this.
know, for a solution to be, or for actually for, you know, for us to get to a solution, because you see, we have people are suffering, my brother, because they are desperate
Of
over
course.
certain things.
No, you're right.
And I think this is what even old the lady Fonseca has been, you know, trying to warn the general public out there, like, guys, don't fall prey for these people, man. You know, they are actually, they can see that you're desperate, and they are coming there because they know you are vulnerable.
Accountability, bro.
They are taking
Accountability.
advantage of you, and then they will tell you this thing. But of course, sometimes even when you seek for assistance by the law, you might not really get assisted because some things that, like, there is no really laws preventing, but it's wrong.
Thank you,
Morally
guys. Okay,
wrong.
thank you, guys.
Morally, it's wrong.
Thank you. Jonathan Kingdom Minister says, guys, do you believe in Jesus Christ? If you do, which degree did he have? Okay,
Guys,
personally,
Jesus was beaten. I don't think he's coming back. Let's just leave him.
Oh. You see what I was telling you now, Neville? People believe that you don't need a degree to
He was
to
beaten.
spread the gospel.
Jonathan, I believe that Jesus walked the earth as much as I believe that Muhammad walked the earth. There's my answer. I don't see any religion above the other. That's my answer. These guys, as they sit here, they can give. Shines gave his opinion there. I agree with Shines. Sexual coercion is when someone manipulates you into sexual activity. Legally, it's not necessarily sexual assault, but it is abusive behavior. I agree, Vanessa. I agree. Just agree with Shines. He has a point. Thank you, Estomich. It's really sad how people fall for such lack of wisdom, says Maria Aziz. So basically, you were off topic, Shines. This is what Roviera says. I don't know what he means by that. Mitch, I come here for you. Talk, my boy.
Maria Aziz.
This is what Maria Aziz says. Lack of wisdom and the shame of them knowing that it is bull. Now, there's a child of a man who deceived you, Estomish. Die man te veel, nou wil hy woorde kom opmaak. Incapacity. Are they prophets and pastors Jesus Christ? It is abuse of power, says Rowe. The Bible teaches people to respect pastors, so the pastors take advantage of their position. Okay? Just to find a Tura word shines. Those two are from the hood, says Esther Mitch.
Which two?
Maria
never.
Aziz, Dante Ilovo, just exactly. Let even trying to compare, kom eens kyk. If I'm not mistaken, Jesus had N1 by VTC in Houtwerk. You are so right,
Yep.
Stephanus James.
It was a carpenter, right?
Yeah, he was a carpenter. Esther Mitch, English is not Mitch mother. Stop, Neville. Yeah!
Never let net iets opgemaakt. Dat is
Yeah.
so right.
Gideon Glover says, no sane human being is incapacitated by coercive control unless it plays to the tug of your heartstrings. Yo! Hey, Gideon, it's only when outcomes are frowned upon when we claim incapacity or ignorance. I thought ignorance is no defense at law, Shines. I do not condone wrong behavior by any means, but it's high time people hold themselves to higher standards than be loyal or be swayed in their loyalty by gain. Yes, he was a carpenter. Faith without wisdom, says Maria Aziz. Mervyn Minister Alcock. Morning crew, my friend was eaten by his baby sister.
Huh?
By his babysitter. Way back, and all of us just discovered on his 21st birthday and see a kid who looks like me. Brah. Ooh, Mervyn,
We don't care. You're a man. Deal with it.
Okay.
As much so.
Something,
As well.
something
As well.
too
Okay,
dangerous.
wait, Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold that thought. Ne? So, Mitch, you can answer me after this. So, it is okay for my babysitter. Let's say I'm 12 years old. There's somebody looking, a 25-year-old woman who's looking after me. She sleeps with me. Ek as 'n man.
Yeah, nobody cares. Your pain is not marketable. Nobody can make money of you being raped. So yeah, just
So-
deal with it, bro.
So, are you condoning?
You guys are uncontrollable.
No.
Ungovernable.
I'm asking him. So you are okay with a 25-year-old woman raping a 12-year-old child?
I'm not saying I'm okay with it. I'm saying our society is okay with it.
I'm asking your opinion.
But
My
soci-
opinion is wrong.
But
but
That's
Mitch,
what I'm trying to say.
But
society
Mitch,
is you.
sarcasm.
But Mitch,
Society is
when we
you.
ask each other, yeah, society is you.
It's not me. I'm part of it.
Yeah, but when we discuss an issue,
Yeah.
and we ask each other's opinions, I can't sit here and say society says that.
Yep. Don't
My
you see that
question-
happen, Neville?
No,
Do you see that happen or not?
It's one way by saying it happens, but it's another thing if you tell me deal with it, because what you're saying, deal with it.
Okay, so I
What
okay.
impression did you get with his answer?
because you see, for me, he's saying that, look, this is what is being done.
It's a boy.
It's a boy.
You
Yeah.
must deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, they just deal with it.
Yo.
But I
Okay.
mean, what we're saying is this, Mitch. If you're saying that's not you, why don't you just say what you are
Yes.
and what you want to be
Yes.
done in the world so that you can
Yes.
see change?
Yeah.
Because it starts with you, Mitch.
Yeah.
No. Listen. Don't try to drive a narrative here.
Okay, we're
I
not
said,
driving a
listen.
We're not trying to drive a narrative.
Listen.
You
see,
answered
can
the
I say?
question.
Can I talk?
You
That we
ignore.
asked
Can I
you.
talk?
Talk.
Okay, cool. This is what I said, and I said it with a little bit of tearing of flesh, the cousin. I got to say, deal with it, Neville. You're a man. Nobody cares. Your pain is not marketable.
So if you say
if you heard that statement from me, do you think I said it out of spite of being like, yeah, it's true? I'm saying it. That's how people look at it. People will laugh. We laugh. That's what I'm saying. This person is telling you
Look,
that
Mitch-
we just laughed and we came to come find out that there was a boy.
Mitch.
People laugh when you tell them, oh, daar was 'n groot vrou mens wat met my geslaap het terwyl ek klein was. They laugh and say, yo, bra, so jy het met jou babysitter geslaap. It's like it's not a big deal for society for a boy to be like
Are you
having.
serious? It's not a big deal.
If
You have seen it happen. Then.
Neville, if
I
I'm
know
trying
you have
to-
seen it happen.
If I'm trying to understand your question clearly and precisely, I don't think you asked Mitch to answer on behalf of the community.
I didn't ask.
But
no,
you
you're
ask,
right.
you ask him to
I
answer
asked
what his opinions
what
are.
his opinion is.
Okay,
And
so
then here comes up answering on behalf of the so-called narrow-minded people that wish to see young boys suffering because their pain is not marketable.
yep.
Okay.
What
There's
I mean?
not-
I'm just saying.
Kom eens gaan aan.
No, can I? No, I'm not adding on this. I'm not adding on this.
Comments, it's strong comments.
Okay.
Yeah, if they really called, they should have the faith and pray they succeed in getting the degree so they can deliver their message, not just come play with people's faith, but I leave it in the hands of God. This is what Dante says. These pastors prey on the less fortunate. How many cases of rich people do you hear are victims of this madness? Wake up, people. This is what Estomich says. Jonathan Kingdom says, before you comment, read your Bible. Jesus commanded us to be prophets and pastors. Okay? Dion Shemsizel says, incapacity shines. Where did you get that? Okay? Never mind. Ephesians 4 verses 11. This is what Jonathan Kingdom is giving us. Mutumba says, when you're desperate, you will even drink snake blood in order to get blessings or wealth. Wasn't there a doom pastor in South Africa? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not once have I seen a pastor here with bodyguards. God protect them. This is what Estomich is saying. For sure, just like millions of people worship luckier and many other things to get fame and riches. Weyulu says, what the pastor did there is undue influence. In a sense, he's in a powerful position that he uses to his advantage to coerce other individuals, which is the lady, into making a decision that obviously not going to be in her long-term best interest. Can we talk about something else now? Yes, Dante, we would love to, but it is the comments here are, we need to obviously entertain the comments here, the majority of the comments. Stephanus James says, me personally, I won't defend the book that brought from another continent to colonize and enslave people. Yes, I said it. Roviera, no, we're not okay with Mitch. You are the one saying that it is okay. Don't make such rubbish statements in the name of society, boss. Mitch, but that's a 12-year-old. It's a child. Please, Mitch, los maar alles. There are many boys and men out there.
See, now you make the
Wacht,
people think like
wacht,
that.
Mitch, wacht. Let me read the comments. Chill. That have been sexually assaulted. Your comments are actually very disturbing. This is what Jack and Kasep says. I agree with Mitch, says Jonathan Kingdom. You advocate for ladies well, but men are suffering too. Hear what you say? I think the jacket Shines is wearing comes from high-level English. Sexual assault can happen to anyone, no matter your age, sexual orientation, or gender identity. Men and boys who have been sexually assaulted or abused may have many of the same feelings and reactions as other survivors of sexual assault, but they may also face some additional challenges because of social attitudes and stereotypes about men and masculinity. This is what Vanessa Kuipep says. The last comment, Jürgen Kasep. Mitch, follow Educating the Boy Child page on Facebook. Perhaps you will see that what society thinks of sexual offenses on the boy child. Okay.
Okay, I'm leaving this now. I just wanted to, on the other topic that we have, where I was talking about accountability. Look, you know the rapper Drake? Yeah, he's been sued by an Instagram model that he slept with.
Is it not Chris Brown?
Drake.
Is it not Chris
You want to
Brown?
Google it? It's Drake.
Is it not Chris Brown?
It's Drake.
Okay, it doesn't matter who it is. Just tell the story.
Maar lees, ja,
It's Drake.
Okay.
En
Right.
moet ik voor je wrong proof, no?
Nee, sorry.
Okay.
Kom eens
Just
gaan
go
aan.
with the
Cool.
story.
I thought
So-
it was Chris Brown.
So the guy slept with this Instagram model. He then took the condom and threw it
Okay,
in,
that's
but then he put in Tabasco or whatsoever, hot sauce, in the condom. And the lady went into the toilet and inserted the thing, and she was burned by the hot sauce. And the guy actually put it in the hot sauce to kill the sperm.
Aha.
But then the Instagram model took out the condom and inserted into her. And now she's suing him for damages, emotional damages, and her private parts being. You see, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's a problem. People don't want women to be accountable. Look,
No, see, for
how
me,
is
I
that
don't-
even a case?
You know, look, Mitch, I think we should try to understand that making a case doesn't necessarily mean that you're right. You're just exercising your right. And your right can be tested and tried in a court of law. So her making a case of swing Chris Brown or a Drake doesn't necessarily mean that she's right and she's being protected. She's merely just exercising her right. So Chris Brown or Drake can then bounce back and say, hey, listen, I did not give consent to you to use that. We used the condom, and that was the purpose for it. Now you went to the dustbin and collect that condom, and you want to insert that sperm for you to actually do some artificial insemination and have a baby of my own blood.
Maria,
You know?
Aziz,
Except for
it's true,
No,
man.
listen.
So she's really just exercising her right. And
No, there's actually a chance that she can get the money though.
No, okay,
Like
but what
how?
chance?
Because what
chance?
her lawyers is saying is that
I want to hear this bullshit.
Drake is a man of power and he knows what standards he has, and he was supposed to. He knew the woman was gonna try and do that, and he did that while he knew the woman was gonna try and do it, and it's not the first time it happened to him.
So
So
she,
he should have been more responsible.
so she can't be held accountable.
Look, but the responsibility
see,
should
that's
be
the
on
thing.
both
We always
sides.
have to make up excuses. That's just the thing.
No, but Mitch, that is just her lawyer, right? So what would Drake or Chris Brown's lawyer say?
We're just talking
Remember,
about
this
abuse
is-
of power.
Yeah, no.
brother.
Let's forget about the abuse of power. Let's look at the legality around it and the possibilities of who is going to win the case. All right, this is more like the same thing that is happening at NAMCO. All right,
Like the COVID testing thing.
the COVID testing thing. The lawyer there in Rivers Bay is sending his letters and legal demands and whatnot, threatening them that they are violating the law. And then here NAMCO is replying with Sisanamanya saying that no, we are on the right side of the law. So this is really just a fight that everybody is fighting because everybody believes that they are on the wrong side of the law. But again, when they meet in a court of law, that's where determination comes from. So let them do their things.
Or the right side of the
Or the right side of the law. So they are both just exercising their rights to a fair trial.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that that's the direction of her lawyers to him.
Yeah.
So the fact that people want the guy to be more responsible.
But
And you should
which
go see,
people?
go check the comments like
my
on
problem is
on
which
Twitter.
people? Which people? That's what I don't understand because when you say people, you literally mean the whole world.
Have you seen TMZ, the TMZ report on it?
That's just
Have you
TMZ.
seen it?
That's just TMZ report.
Okay, who else should report on it?
And then
For it to make it valid, who else should report on it?
okay, now you see.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I totally
TMZ
understand you.
reported it this way. Listen.
Yeah.
You're trying to take me to the legal side of it. I'm trying to take you to the moral side of it. Like, why would somebody even think, and why would people drive a narrative of Drake should have been more responsible?
No, I agree with
Why would people want that? That's
You
what I'm
see,
saying. And
I
that's why we
understand
didn't
you.
understand each other at this false pretense thing as well.
No, look, you see, I think I understand you clearly because you see what you're trying to say is this, right?
Mhm.
People are saying that he should have been more responsible.
Why?
But now, what I'm saying is which people? Because clearly, there are also people who are saying, why would the lady try and obtain, a baby from
guys,
the man?
We
But you know-
we all agree on the same thing here.
We agree on the same
so
thing.
I don't know why you guys.
He's trying to just make it like
Yeah.
very
No,
technical
look,
and legal.
what I'm
the
trying.
way I listening to
What I-
hello,
Yeah.
can I talk?
Talk, please.
Yeah, the way I am listening to both of you, you are both saying the right thing. There's nothing wrong with. I don't know what you guys arguing over focalism.
I think the only issue I have.
Let me give you an example of this. Look, this is how it works in the media. Media drives a certain narrative about anything they want.
Right.
That's why you can just take a small clip of Hage Kengop saying check, and then just use that to drive your narrative. So TMC is the biggest entertainment media platform that's there.
Okay.
And they are driving the narrative that men like Drake and men like him in power should be more responsible when they're sleeping with this woman, Instagram models and what. So after, let's say 20 years, Drake gets a assault charge about touching a girl's knee. They will use that same thing to try and convict him with, like convicted by social media. They will try to use that narrative and drive it until it comes to a point where, 55 years, or he must pay 50 million.
Maria Aziz.
You see,
I'm just saying.
You see, Mitch, I understand you clearly. And what I'm trying to say here is that I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. But what I'm saying is the right society, or whatever you're referring to, the people, they need to start seeing more, things from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, we have a problem when you say, no, the authorities are protecting women, or the authorities are protecting men. That's what I have a problem with. Because the authorities, I don't think they are protecting anybody. They are just protecting those that are being wronged by whatever the offense is.
Yeah.
We had a situation where we were debating that, you see, when a man beats his girlfriend, of course people will say he's an abusive one. But when a girl beats the man, some will say that it's a crazy girlfriend. And I say, look, there is no such things.
Okay, now we
It's
get
an
that.
abusive woman, an abusive man, because they both are abusing their partners.
True.
That's where I'm trying to correct you. Like, we shouldn't be leaning on one side. Like,
Yeah.
just
True. Agree.
come on, explain it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we get each
I
other.
just submit.
Yeah.
Esther Mitch says, Jesus, imagine ladies hot sauce in your home. It will be honky tonk for days. Mitch is speaking of cancel culture on Twitter and Black Twitter. This is what Mutumba is saying. Clint Lovo says, Mitch, your arguments are baffling. I hear you on Drake issue, but how is that an argument in this discourse when the law will flatly prove intent here? Mitch, letter of the law and spirit of the law are at cross purpose in view of the prevalent decadence in society. Media is part of society. They are controlled. The comments sprung so rond is controlled by those who have their interests and so anybody else. Mitch, the problem is how you stack your arguments.
Exactly.
Okay? That's all right. That's all right. Dion Jim says, if Maria was in studio, Mitch would have been quiet by now. This is what Dion Jim says.
Months.
Mervyn Munster Alcock as Hage says something like, check, we will release a new house song. What else is there? Mitch is right. Shines wants to be difficult. This is what Dante Lover says. Mutumba says we live in a crazy world. Feminist movements are trying to hang Drake. The court requires you to come to court with clean hands. She tried to deceive Drake and got burned. Literally, I believe, burned literally. Drake addressed the Tabasco fiasco rumor in an Instagram post of his own where the caption read, you can have your 15 minutes of fame. I'll take the other 23 hours and 45 minutes, insinuating that his alleged sexual partner was hungry for her 15 minutes of fame. This is what Vanessa says. Jürgen Gesep says, sê het haar myself gebrand. Hoekom moet Drake betaal for taking caution? Mutumba says, Mitch, I kind of agree with you. Women are more protected with some laws that are passed. I think the conclusion that we have here, and I think what you said, Shines, in conclusion was the law needs to be impartial. That is what we are saying, and we all agree with that notion that the law needs to be impartial. What we need to do constantly is to ensure that whatever it is that we take to the court of law, that the law will treat us all equally. I thank you very much. Guys, hey! Here's a story on the front page of one of our dailies, which screams of witchcraft.
I love that one. It really made me laugh last night. Like, what?
Official in ICU after discovery of buried bowl with colleagues' names. A senior administrative worker at the Ministry of Works and Transport, Julius Shongolo, who is stationed at the government garage at Tontangwa, has allegedly tried to take his own life last week after burying a traditional bowl known as Etiti with the names of 8 of his colleagues inside. Hey! The bowl, together with a copy of a charge sheet issued to him, were discovered by a trainee at the government garage on Tuesday night. It was allegedly buried near the road to Oshakati. Shongolo is facing charges of misconduct in connection with the procurement of car parts worth around $120,000. The trainee allegedly also discovered a plastic washing bowl and an empty 5-liter container. He allegedly saw Shongolo, who was traveling in his official vehicle at the time, burying something near the road. The trainee saw Shongolo when he started digging a hole until he put something in it. When Shongolo finished, he drove back and the trainee went to see what had been buried because he thought it was money. The source said he called the police, who removed the bowl on Wednesday morning. Police officers allegedly went to the government garage, but Sholongo was not there. He allegedly shot himself at around 11 o'clock on Wednesday. So I would like to ask Mutumba's opinion. Wat lacht julle? Why are you guys laughing?
I know it's a
I want to first and foremost ask Mutumba's take, because Mutumba is supposed to be the sheriff when it comes to issues like this. Guys, this is clearly a case of witchcraft.
Yeah.
Because if you take people's names and put it in a bowl to go and bury them, obviously you want something to happen to these people. Vosi Alana Greenwood says, broom people one-on-one for you. Mutumba, kom in
En
asseblief.
alsjeblieft. Anders roep ons Sean, onze sheriff.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Sean, before we continue, is there a law against practicing witchcraft in Namibia? Before we go and then you come say, you know, it's about the law.
I've been saying about
Shines, die man het jou net 'n vraag gevra.
Het sê, en dan sê opinion, ek soek jou opinie nie, ek soek 'n law. So I can give my comment alsjeblieft.
that's all right.
Yeah, I think, guys, in short, do you believe in witchcraft? Do you believe it exists? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Short answer.
Let me exercise my right. I'm allowed to not answer.
Okay, thank you. And you? Do you believe in witchcraft or not?
No.
You don't believe in
Hell
witchcraft?
no.
Okay. Okay.
Do you believe in witchcraft?
Me, as I sit here, I believe in witchcraft. And the reason I believe in witchcraft is because I believe that there's a God. As much as I believe that there's a Satan, as much as I believe that Muhammad exists, the reason I say that, it is impossible that anybody can believe in God, because God needs to have an adversary. There must be someone or something that fights God for your spirit or your soul every day. And this has got nothing to do with Christianity. What is that brother's name?
Minister, Jonathan Minister.
Yeah. For me, witchcraft has existed in the African continent and even sorcery in Europe, all over. Okay? And it's got nothing to do with Christianity. God gives us oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. all I'm saying, guys, is that why are we going to church for those who are Christians? You go to church for what? For blessings and protection. Protection from who and from what? It's impossible that anybody can say you believe in God, but you don't believe that there's something or someone that is fighting God.
I think today I just want to be difficult, man. Never, don't tell us what you believe. Tell us what you know.
What I know that witchcraft exists.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for every action there must be a reaction. So
Yes.
if you get married, there must be a side chick that
Yes.
oppose your. Okay, now I get it. Man, never
Yeah, no,
listen.
I think Neville has a point. I mean,
Okay.
of course, he truly has a point. For us to be, for us to live in a space where we feel like we need to be protected, there must be something that we fear, and especially in the spiritual world. I mean, you are being told, or you are being prayed, or you're praying to someone who you don't know that they exist, and you still believe they will protect you from things that you don't know they exist. See, it's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah, I just feel like the word just controls everything, and whatever you speak unto yourself and you believe in it, it will happen. So I don't necessarily take it as witchcraft. It's just the power of the word.
Witchcraft. Just the power of the word witchcraft.
No, just the word, like
Did you say the
What,
word
what,
or
what,
world?
what are you talking
you
about
mean-
the word?
like your tongue, should I say? Maar ons sê altyd die woord.
Oh,
Ja, ons sê mos
Don't-
net die woord.
don't translate it directly into English.
Yeah, so it's
tongue.
just your power of your tongue.
The power of your tongue.
Yeah, so yeah. Maar don't say that even in the kerk, die mense sê die woord.
Die woord. Ja. Ja.
Ek moet op hierdie bastelkerke toe gaan, Neville.
Shites.
Is waar.
Shut up. You. We're not talking to you.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, come on.
So
Yeah.
Neville, I just
Yeah.
feel it's the power of your tongue, and it must just have somebody to believe in it, and that will happen. I don't think it's necessarily witchcraft. Like you should put all the bones together and chicken nuggets and chicken wings. Just,
I think
just
that you have a
it's
point
just
too.
the power of your tongue, man.
Yeah. No, you have a point, Mitch. You see, what you believe has got so much power over you. You know, if you believe that you seek your powers in your gods, wherever you worship them, literally, whenever you ask for something and it comes to you, you feel like, okay, this most definitely came from where I was last night because
Yeah.
I asked for it, so it came there. So it's your belief. What you believe has got really, really, ginormous power over you. And for me,
Masha said, net so never witchcraft exists. For every action, there must be an opposite reaction. Yin and yang. Witchcraft Suppression Proclamation 27 of 1933 is
What?
still in use in Namibia. This is what Jürgen Kasep says.
yeah, it could be.
Dante Lovo says, I want to know, please. Yeah, what? Shines, do you speak Vambu with your elders in the north? I want to know, please. This is what Dante Lovo says. But
It's
Shines,
the third time that comment comes through.
people are dangerous, yo. We keep it in the family. This is what Mutumba says. Grini says, now here is a perfect example of religion at play. And the base of it all is spiritual. See how witchcraft is believable in its effect on supernatural or spiritual effect, and take Christianity spirituality that condones or fights it. The labeling thereto is fascinating. Witchcraft is very real. Take those who practice Wicca, especially these AMA 2000 kids who when broke claim they are sangomas. Never. So now do you believe in witchcraft or do you believe there is witchcraft? I believe there's witchcraft. I'm not saying, I think the first part of your sentence, are you implying that
You practice
that
it.
I'm practicing it? I'm not practicing
I think that was a
Alright.
smart question because
Yeah.
we need to put clarity in it. When you believe in something, it's because you were part of it.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
you believe there is something, it's because you see it,
Yeah.
or you believe it's there, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really bother you, and you are not part of the participants.
Ethel Koningsdochter sê, yes, daar is die evidence dan. Mitch, Side chick, what? Who? But the statement sheriff of witchcraft, Haibo. My only fear is heights, tall buildings. This is Estomich. Natalie says, ek het nooit witchcraft geglo nie. Na ek 'n boom sien val het in Kaisossi. En toe ek ander oggend verbystap, staan die boom regop. My dear, the cat was in your yard. You threw it with a stone. Tomorrow your neighbor
No.
Jy het nog geslaan gisterand.
Ek dink Ga weer aan Koen. Ga weer drast.
See, that's isn't that Neville? Isn't that the same case that what happened to Shaduka?
to Shaduka.
When he shot his wife.
So he thought it was a cat or what?
It's a snake
It's a snake.
in the house. He shot a snake apparently.
Now
crawling
maybe as a Superman.
crawling in the kitchen.
Allegedly.
Alleged, and he's like, "What the hell? Is snake is crawling in my house?" Boom!
Neville, imagine you going to the police and be like, yo, I shot a snake and it turned into my wife. Who will believe you? That's why my guy ran away. Because he knew nobody will believe him.
The world is bitter. The world is bitter.
I gave a cat a fist trying to enter my window at night.
And next morning you hear a neighbor complaining about.
But never, what would you do?
I can't read such
Never.
nonsense.
But what would you do? You throw a cat like on the head, and tomorrow your neighbor has. What would your response be? Would you go ask?
Lester, Mutumba, this thing that you're talking about, I've experienced that myself a few years ago. It was in the 90s. I was watching a Champions League game. I think it was probably 1994, 95. And I suddenly just heard a big slam on our roof. Something that walks with so much heaviness on our roof. And it put so much fear in me. And that thing persisted or kept walking at night for about 6 months of that year, only on my side of my room. And yeah, daar was sout gegooi. Het moes grove sout.
Grove soort, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? We can all say that you don't believe, but I say again, don't go to church. Stop reading the Bible or the Quran. If you don't believe
In witchcraft.
there is evil fighting Muhammad or Jesus or God. That's just my final contribution.
Neville, so now I think I know why white people have snakes. You know, if we have snakes, they say it's for witchcraft. But if white people have it, they want riches most.
They want
Pets.
No, it's a pet.
Pet, it's a pet. Yeah, but if we have it, we want riches from it. So
It's
now I know
because-
why white people are rich. And
Because
we are not.
there's a difference between science and witchcraft.
So the white people come out doing it for
It's
science.
science.
Bro, white people have been practicing voodoo even.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so as mos Haitians van die voodoo, nee, Haitians mos. Toch Haitians, like ek wil nie verkeerd wees nie.
yeah, but voodoo magic comes from African ancestry. Because Haitians are originally Africans. They are African slaves who were taken to that island. So a lot of, Jamaicans practice voodoo. Haitians practice voodoo. And these are all part of their African ancestry.
Dis o-
And I'm not going to judge anybody who practices voodoo. I don't know. I don't understand voodoo. I will not badmouth it. I don't know. I say again, as much as I was raised in a Christian society, the older I get, I understand, or my take is there are other ways of practices that works for other people for centuries and centuries on end.
So Neville, I checked this video on YouTube where this African, like, what do we call them, like witch doctors? But they gave them another name there, but let's just say witch doctors. So this guy is levitating, like this.
Funny Gronda.
Funny Gronda, and then these white people, this white guy doing the documentary, and they walk underneath him, and he puts up like fire, and he sits on it. And nothing happens to him. And the white guys say, you have seen magic before, but this. I'm like, oh my God, man.
Baljas does not discriminate.
Okay, we're going too deep now into this thing, so I believe the time is also up. Neville, maybe you want to make some concluding remarks?
Yeah. Wait, Cardi B is still playing. Yeah, for another 2 minutes. Let Cardi B klaar maak. Then we can.
You can skip Cardi B.
That's fine. I believe there's bad people with evil hearts. They can wish one bad luck. I also believe in the universe and God protection. Karma is real. So is Kama Sutra. Dat kan net Estomich wees. Estomich had to bring in Kama Sutra in there.
Estomich is a bad person.
Baljas is Baljas. I have a doll, says Vosia. You make me angry. I give the doll your name. I put doll in microwave.
I put oven on.
I put oven on.
I say, you give me now or you don't.
Yeah.
I like take knife.
Example.
For example, I put it here. Maleven, may he so rest in peace.
Maleven. Did Maleven die?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Somebody killed him.
He died.
Maleven
natural causes.
No. Maleven cannot die of natural causes.
Why not?
No.
Why not, Neville?
It's Maleven. You must go out like.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
So you mean like guys will be in heaven asking Maleven, so brah, why natural causes?
You were sick. Sick, man.
11.
Nah.
What is your name? 11.
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm criminal.
Employment.
I do criminal. I like steal cars.
All I want is money.
People. All I want is money.
Mohausi Boli will be our last comment for the day because it's very clear who you are, Mohau. All I know, when I tell people my name after a fight, they immediately ask for forgiveness.
Never me also tell people, hey, I have Zimbabwean friends.
Don't play with the African. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, enjoy your day. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Be with us for the rest of the week. Yes, finally, January has come to the end, but they say February.
There's still 1 day left.
Yeah, February is probably even tougher because, with all the accounts that we needed to settle this month, it leaves you with nothing in February. But keep the faith. Mukuru mala tere. Matukonjo, ons gaan saam vorentoe. Have a blessed day, guys. Sharp.
Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia, or the Media Ombudsman of Namibia.
Mati kwa mati andoka hazara unguo